Welcome to IMUS Institute of Science and Technology 5th Junior High School Virtual Moving Up Ceremony with the theme Sulong Edukalidad, Pagtataguyod sa Kinabukasan ng Bayan, Championing the Nation's Future, School Year 2019-2020. Before we start this virtual ceremony, let's close our eyes and bow our heads for the opening prayer. The Philippine National Anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
The IMUS Institute of Science and Technology Hymn.
IMUS Institute of Science and Technology, dear alma mater, you form our identity, you mold and protect our spirituality, guiding us to live with honor, integrity. You keep standards of internationality and imbue us with love of nation and country. Teach excellence, founded on humility. Our guide, our pride, shine, beloved IISc. You keep standards of internationality, and imbue us with love of nation and country. Teach excellence, founded on humility, our guide, our pride, shine, beloved,
Message from the Department of Education Secretary, Leonor Magtolis Briones. Message from the IMUS Institute of Science and Technology President, Engineer Emma Carmela V. Topacio. Message from the Chief Executive Officer, Dr. Encarnacion Narciso Raralio. Message from the Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Loida R. Santamaria. Message from the school principal, Mrs. Angelita R. Mendoza. Awarding of certificates of completion. Science High School Grade 10 Einstein, with their advisor, Mr. Elvin Domingo. The Gentleman of Grade 10 Einstein. The ladies from the grade 10 Einstein. Business High School, Grade 10 Gold. With their advisor, Mr. Darcy Paco. The Gentlemen of Grade 10 Gold. The Ladies of Grade 10 Gold. Business High School Grade 10 Silver. With their advisor, Ms. Krista Marie Isle. Gentlemen of Grade 10 Silver. The Ladies of Grade 10 Silver. Business High School Grade 10 Argon. With their advisor Mr. Mener Kevin Landicho. The Gentlemen of Grade 10 Argon. The ladies of Grade 10 are good. Business High School Grade 10 Bismuth. With their advisor, Miss Irene Nabor. The gentlemen of Grade 10 Bismuth. The ladies of Grade 10 Bismuth. Awarding of medals. Science High School Academic Excellence. with honors. Kiefer Rayestin B. Salye, with honors. Joshua N. Para, with honors. Denise R. Balaba, with honors. Ariana Domingo, with honors. Luisani Yel Satsatin, with honors. Shannon Isabel Reusi, with honors. Merlisa Macaputas, with honors. Alexis Aguinaldo, with honors. Yuri Brown, with honors. Weniel Aguinaldo, with honors. Crystal Grace Maliwan, with honors. Joshua Ricardo Barco, with honors. With Erica Rosas, with honors. Diwata Karim Frijoles, with honors. Japheth Allen Gama, with honors. Mark Joshua Gadia, with honors. Winzen Maliabo, with honors. Nico Loredo, with honors. Tristan Taganas, with honors. Jari Christian Gomez, with honors. Lay Francis Leyland, with honors. Angel James Perez, with honors. Business High School Academic Excellence. With high honors. Nicole M. Clemente, with high honors. With honors. Kurt Cedric Ignaco, with honors. Ashley May Padilla, with honors. Janet D. Tisha Samala, with honors. Kim Henson Favorito, with honors. Abigail Aura Lorraine Ibay, with honors. Sheila May Petron, with honors. Melise Sofia Crispino, with honors. Benedict Balyaran, with honors. Jazel Joyce Hidalgo, with honors. Lara Sofia Cagiat, with honors. Ishi Marie Eusebio, with honors. Antoinette Nace, with honors. Shirley Kirsten Santos, with honors. Keith Gabero, with honors. Nicolette Santos, with honors. Melbena de Villosilio, with honors. Brian Christian Segovia, with honors. Kimberly Paciente, with honors. Jedrick Danscone, with honors. Messages from the first honors. Business High School first honor, Nicole M. Clemente.
Today marks an important milestone in our lives, officially ending 4 sets of years together and begin a new journey of more years to come. This day is also one of those special days when we acknowledge the people who played an important role in this chapter of our lives. This is a perfect and wonderful moment to thank those people who served as our foundation, those who are the reasons why we believed in ourselves, because they believed in us first. Those that became parts of our struggles that set the courses to where we are now and what more we can be. So, I am taking this opportunity as I stand here in front of you to speak on behalf of my batchmates to express how grateful we are. First of all, to our parents, guardians, or whoever anyone has with them here today. We thank you for working hard and for making sacrifices in order for us to have a beautiful life and the best education that we could get. We are beyond grateful that in these 4 long years of our junior high school journey, you stayed back and watched us while waiting at the finish line. We are also grateful to our beloved teachers for unleashing the best from within us and for untiringly teaching us life lessons beyond books. Please know that you will always hold a special place in our hearts. And someday, when people look at these successful students, it will be you that they will see behind us. Thank you for making us see the beauty in all things, making us discover a better person within us, and for making us feel that we can excel and we can be smart in our own different ways. You shaped us and have put your faith in us to have a clearer vision of reality and inspired us to discover the paths which our hearts want to take. Of course, I will not forget to thank my friends. You never ran out of reasons for me to stay strong and why I should fight on and continue. I really found our times together fun, and that made this journey feel shorter than it actually was. You stayed by my side and I found comfort and company in you when my heart felt heavy sometimes. You truly made me happy just by simply sitting with me every lunchtime in the hallway, walking with me after class, and staying with me inside the bathroom for more than an hour just to chit-chat. Most especially, I want to thank the Lord Almighty God for He gave me the strength all the time. I admit that on my own I am weak. But what made me achieve the successes I never thought I could have was His unending blessings and my prayers that were never left unanswered. It's been 4 years since I last stood behind the podium and gave my salutatory speech. I had no idea what would happen in the next 4 years, which was going to be my high school life. The first time I entered this campus, I was clueless. I became an academic scholar for 4 years in this institution. That's why I always strived hard in my studies. I didn't bother myself with any extracurricular activities except those that were required. That lasted until I was in 9th grade. Eventually, I wanted to somehow get out of my comfort zone. I desired for improvement, and so I decided to join the Mango, which is the school's paper. I really enjoyed competing against other schools as a copy reader. I became active in the said organization, and I could say I found one of my passions, and that is writing. It was also in ninth grade when I tasted the sweetest of all the pleasures in my life when I achieved 13 awards, which were all fruits of my labors. The sound of the crowd cheering still plays like music in my ear. I still vividly remember the exact moment when it happened on April 12, 2019. I made up my mind and believed that success can only be achieved by those who sweat and work hard for it. I promised myself to give it my best shot for the remaining years, and I will use that accomplishment as an encouragement that I can do more. Let me tell you that my last year of studying here is the golden year for me because I became the person I never thought I would be. Never in my wildest dreams that I thought I would run as a Supreme Student Government Officer. Running for student council during high school never crossed my mind. I thought it was not my forte. But I see myself as a person that prefers to work alone and do things on my own. So, handling a responsibility that involves collaboration with other people is not a type of task I would normally add to my list. Out of the blue, they asked me to run as the SSG president, and it made me overthink consequences. But in the end, I thought to give it a shot since I needed to grab and explore as many opportunities as I could. I once believed in the value of calling, and that God used an instrument to wake me up and answer that call. It was the greatest risk I had ever taken, and there was no turning back. Being the president was not easy, and I could say I was afraid of facing the challenge. I knew that I made an impression and built other people's expectations, so I thought that no matter what happened, I must stand firm and strong. If I was brave enough to enter and start the year with this commitment, then I am strong enough to finish what I have started. I will not deny that there were times when I cried and almost gave up during the rainy days, and I didn't know if I could make it through the storm. I doubted myself because it was hard to balance academics and my responsibilities as the president of this school's biggest organization. We always went home late, and I also skipped lots of dinners because of my efforts to finish loads of paperwork or reviews for upcoming tests. I was slowly accepting the reality that I might fail, but at the same time, I wouldn't accept any fate for myself other than success. I experienced pressure, of course. As the saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility. There were times when things seemed impossible to go through, but in the end, I realized they were not. The only problem was my own mind. The way you think reflects your actions. I did experience failures, but I would say there's nothing wrong with failing because success wouldn't be complete without it. The situation will go wrong when you stop trying, or worse, when you don't even dare to try. Consider that whatever might happen, the outcome will always count as a step forward. If you get what you want and you are happy, clap for yourself. And even if you fail, that doesn't mean you are a failure. We just have different tracks and timing for success. In the end, it's up to you to find a way to survive and learn along the way. This life is not a race. Do not look who is behind you or who's ahead of you, because none of them should ruin your journey. The only enemy you have is yourself, because you're the one that sets your own expectations. Expectations should not hurt you, but sometimes it's your own grit that takes things as disappointment. You can stick with the standards and meet expectations, but you can use your own creativity to surpass it. Another lesson I learned is that there's this thing in life you must never do, and that is to give up. No one here was taught how to quit, but you will definitely get nothing but regrets when you quit. You will only achieve something when you learn to hold on. That something can be lessons, opportunities, experiences, and far better things ahead. It's alright to struggle and suffer sometimes. This is like how gold goes through fire to test its purity. Always know that the urge to give up will tempt you more when you're almost in the finish line, and it's a sign that you're almost there. As you go along the journey, you may expect to find your happiness. But it's not only happiness that you should look for, because sometimes the more you chase it, the more you will feel unhappy. There is more to life, and the real happiness lies within your purpose. Make your hard work today pay off in the future. If you truly want to live your life to the fullest, you must make it meaningful, and in order to find its meaning, get out of your comfort zone. You will not see life within a place with no twists and turns. You need to go outside, expand your capabilities, and fearlessly do the things you're afraid of. There may have been a time when you finally had reasons to give up and forget, but you managed to believe and hold on to that one remaining reason of why you should keep going. Our life is too precious, so don't let it slip away and waste chances just because of your fears. Fear is a barrier that prevents you from opening yourself to the possibilities to stretch your potentials and change the world. Now, as we close this chapter, I want to say that all of us are the champions today. I hope that it's not just the diploma and the awards that we get from this, but also one puzzle piece that will fit with more pieces to come in order for us to complete ourselves. The most important thing on this very special day is that days like this happen every day, because all of us deserve more than just a day to be appreciated, to be thanked, to be acknowledged, and for our achievements to be celebrated. I am wishing everyone here the very best. Thank you and congratulations.
Science High School First Honor, Joshua N. Para.
Alas 6 na naman ng umaga. Kakibat na ng aking pagising sa araw-araw ang mga katagang ito. Maswerte na lang ako kung masasabi ko ito na kumpleto ang tulog ko. Ngunit sa kabila ng pagod at puyat, bumabangon pa rin ako at lumalaban. At heto, naisulat ko ang kwento ng aking pagpupursige sa buhay at kung paano ko nalampasan ang bawat araw na dumaan. Grade 7 ako noong una akong tumapak sa institusyong ito. Halo-halong emosyon ng aking naramdaman. Saya, kaba, at lungkot dahil bagong paaralan na ang aking papasukan. Iba't ibang tao na naman ang aking pakikisamahan. Nanginig man ang mga tuhod ko sa takot, sinuong ko pa rin ang daang hindi sigurado. Nag-aapoy sa aking loob ang paglaban. Aktibo ako bilang isang estudyante. Laging kasali sa mga extracurricular activities, sinisigurong dekalidad ang mga proyektong ipapasa at nakapag-aral para sa mga pagsusulit. Walang lugar ang salitang talo at suko sa aking bokabularyo. Inisip ko, kompetisyon lahat ng ito. Sa loob ng 4 na taon, araw-araw akong bumabangon para makamit ko ang aking ninanais, na makapagtapos ako ng may medalyang nakasabit sa aking leeg. Ito ang naging hangarin at prinsipyo ko sa pag-aaral. Pero habang tumatagal, mas humirap ang aking mga pinagdaanan, mapapersonal man o sa eskwela. Bumigat ang mga pasanin, dumami ang mga hamong kinailangang harapin, at mas lumalim ang tanong at pagdududa sa sarili na dapat kong sagutin ng mag-isa. Talagang hinamon nito ang aking pagkatao, pag-iisip at kakayanan. Dumating din ang pagkakataong napagod ako. Nagkamali, natalo. Pero bumabangon muli. Alas 6 na naman ng umaga. At inuulit-ulit ko ito sa 4 na taong inilagi ko sa IAST. Isang araw, natawag ako ng aking guro sa isang impromptu speech upang sagutin ang tanong na, ano ang kahulugan mo ng tagumpay? Hindi ako nakasagot ng maayos. Hindi angkop ang nasabi ko dahil baka hindi ko pala talaga alam o baka hindi ko pa naiisip. Mula sa pagkakataong iyon ay tumatak ang tanong na ito sa akin at unti-unti nagkaroon din ito ng saysay. Naisip ko ulit kung kompetisyon ba talaga ang lahat ng ito, kung ang pagkapanalo ba sa kompetisyon ang tanging pamantayan para masabi mong nagtagumpay ka. Maaari, pero hindi dapat. Dahil hindi lahat ng tagumpay ay sa kompetisyon lang nakukuha. Hindi porket nabigyan ka ng parangal ay panalo ka na kaagad. Yun pala, basihan din ng tagumpay ang iyong mga karanasan sa loob at labas ng silid-aralan at ang lalim ng aral na napupulot mo rito. Dahil dyan, nagpapasalamat ako sa IAST at sa pamunuan nito dahil sa pagbibigay ninyo ng malawak na oportunidad upang may pamalas ko ang aking talento at karunungan, hindi lang sa aking mga kapwa estudyante, ngunit sa mas malaking entablado sa labas ng paaralan. Yun pala, ang tagumpay ay hindi lang nasusukat sa mataas na marka o sa dami ng medalya mo. Sa totoong buhay, bonus lang yun. Kaya ay kung paano mo magagamit ang mga kaalamang nakuha mo para sa ikabubuti ng iyong sarili, ng iba at ng bayan. Yun pala, ang tagumpay ay nasusukat din sa kung paano mo ito nakamit. Ikaw man ang pinarangalan sa huli o hindi. Kung paano ka lumaban ng patas. Kung paano mo pinaghirapan ang mga ginagawa mo at kung paano mo tinatanggap ang bawat pagkatalo. Dahil dito, pinapasalamatan ko unang-una ang Poong May Kapal dahil hindi niya ako pinabayaan sa bawat hakbang ko upang harapin ang mga biyaya at mga hamong ipinagkaloob niya na nagpatibay at nagpalakas ng loob ko. Sa mga kaibigan na tinuring ko ng mga kapatid, KDMTN, HJJKKK at Lunch and Clerk, maraming salamat sa pananatili anuman ang mga hinaing ko sa kabila ng mga pagkakamali ko at tamang nagawa. Sa aking SNE, Tatag Tigre Party, IAST SSG at 10 Einstein Family, maraming salamat dahil pa kayo kaysa mga kaeskwela para sa akin. Naging pamilya ko kayo sa bagong tahanang ito. Sa aking mga masisigasig, mapagmahal at masisipag na mga guro, lalong-lalo na sa aking mga naging advisor sa klase at sa mga organisasyon na sina Ginoong Elvin Domingo, Ginoong Darcy Pacot at Binibining Amy Abainza na tumayong ikalawang magulang ko, maraming salamat sa paggabay at pagturo ninyo sa akin ng mga araling di lang pang-akademiko ngunit pati pagpapayabong ng aking pagkatao. Utang na loob ko po ang lahat ng mga natutunan ko mula sa inyo. Nais ko ring pasalamatan ang mga tatay at nanay ko sa maintenance sa pagtulong sa aming linisin at kumpunihin ang mga bagay sa loob ng aming silid at iba pang serbisyong inyong ibinahagi na higit pa sa aming kinakailangan. Higit sa lahat, nagpapasalamat ako sa aking pamilya dahil sa walang sawang suportang ibinigay ninyo sa akin. Sa bawat sakripisyong inilaan ninyo para matugunan ang aking mga pangangailangan at mapagtapos ako ng high school. Salamat sa kalayaang ibinigay ninyo para makalipad ako. Habang alang, dapat manatili sa lupa ang aking mga paa. Buong buhay ko pong ipinagpapasalamat ang lahat ng ito sa inyo. Sobrang swerte ko at nakasama ko sila sa biyaheng ito. Natuto akong maging mapagkumbaba, umintindi at magkaroon ng malasakit sa iba. Hindi man sa to upang mapasalamatan sila, ay nais ko pa rin silang kilalanin dahil kabilang sila sa mga humubog sa akin, kung sino, kung anuman ang aking naabot. Kaya sa mag-aaral na nagbabasa nito, huwag kang matakot na sumubok at matalo. Palawakin mo ang isip, karanasan at patibayin ang prinsipyo mo. Kakailanganin din nating madapa, bitawan ang ilang mga bagay upang paglaanan ng oras ang ating mga pangarap. Wala namang natuto at nanalo nang hindi dumaan sa hirap. Isipin mong wala namang pagsubok na hindi natatapos. Pagdaanan mo lang. Pasasaan ba't malalampasan mo rin? Basta't huwag kang titigil. Subukan mong palaging alamin ang mga hindi mo pa nalalaman at labanan ang tinig na nagsasabing hindi mo kaya. Kasi kaya mo. Suportahan mo lang ang sarili mong mga pangarap kahit wala nang ibang naniniwala. Mawala man ako sa institusyong ito, naway manatili ang mensaheng ito hanggat may isang mag-aaral na makakaasa o makaririnig nito. Matapos ang nakakapagod at nakapanghihinang araw, uuwi pa rin tayo sa ating mga tahanan at makapagpapahinga. Tapikin mo ang iyong sarili at sabihing, nagtagumpay na naman akong tapusin ang isang araw. At hindi ako sumuko. 6:00 na naman ng umaga, may pangarap pa tayong aabutin. Mula at para sa bayan, padayon.
Science High School First Honor, Kiefer Aistin P. Salye.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before I formally start, I would like to greet you all congratulations. We have done it, and we have earned it. Us and our parents who sacrificed for our education. I'm speaking here virtually in front of all of you as a Science High School valedictorian. When I first found out about it, I felt pressured about giving an evocative, motivational, or even an inspirational message to share with all of you. So, as a normal Generation Z would do, I searched the internet for inspiration. Motivational valedictorian address. I searched it. But I did not find what I was looking for. Later, members of my family also gave their ideas on what should be on my speech. I still have not found it. I then asked myself what my speech should be about. Sadly, I still have not found it. As the deadline approaches, and I panic more and more, suddenly, phew! I have finally found it. It was in the form of a sermon that was read by my father during our household worship service. It was entitled in Filipino, "Mahalaga ang magtamo ng karunungang panlupa, subalit alalahanin na hindi ito sapat para matamo ang tagumpay sa buhay." It personally struck me and even found it to be God's answer to my problem. And this message is what I want to impart to you today, because a lesson learned should be a lesson shared. The title of the sermon is self-explanatory. Yes, it is important to attain knowledge, but it is not enough in order for us to achieve success in life. Knowledge is a valuable resource of a person. It is true, and it is in fact biblical, that we must seek for it, even if it costs us all that we have. So, it is just right for us students not to waste our privileges to get the best education, and for our parents to invest large amounts of money for us to finish our studies. However, one should not lean upon his or her own knowledge. Instead, we should put our own trust in the Lord, for He will show us which path to take. We should also not be impressed by our own knowledge. Instead, fear the Lord and turn away from evil, because no matter how much a person learns in school, if he does not learn to obey God's words and stay away from evil deeds, that person does not have true knowledge and wisdom. The one who finds wisdom from God gains more fortune than the one who acquires wealth. So blessed are they, because they will find peace, happiness, and the success they seek in life. This is because long life, wealth, and honor are all in God's hands. I am sure some of us already have plans for the future, whether it is to be a pilot, a doctor, an engineer, or an accountant, or if you are still undecided on what path you will take. What we should all keep in mind is to never rely on our own understanding. If we want to pursue something, we should ask for God's guidance, and we will not get lost along the way to reaching it. God is in control of our lives and destiny, so therefore, we should put all our trust in Him, for He will not forsake us. Now, I would like to take this special moment to personally express my deepest gratitude to these special people whom I hold dearly in my heart. First and foremost, I offer this glory to our Almighty God, who heard all my prayers and guided me throughout this chapter of my journey. I also thank Him for keeping us all safe in this increasingly challenging time, and gathering us all for this truly remarkable moment. I am also eternally grateful for my ever-supportive family. To my beloved parents, Cherry and Enrique Sally, your unconditional love and constant push for me to do my best have inspired and motivated me to reach for a better life. To my dearest uncle, Wilson Pulga, who is selfless and continuously provides support, the person who serves as my personal role model, and to the other members of my extended family, I thank you and I love you all. I would also like to give thanks to IIST Junior High School faculty, the conduits of knowledge who did not only bestow upon us the gift of knowledge, but also served as our second parents inside the campus. Your time, devotion, and sacrifices towards your passion have not been overlooked. Thank you for providing invaluable guidance and the life lessons that we will surely carry towards the pursuit of our dreams. Our futures are indebted to you. To my second family, Ben Einstein, thank you for all the memories we have shared with each other. We have all shared the spirit of competition, but also the precious friendships that we built. The laughs and the cries, the victories and the defeats, and the good and bad times we've all shared will surely be treasured in my heart. To my colleagues at the Mango, my former teammates and student athletes, and fellow leaders from C81, IAST SSG SEC, and IMUS Youth Leadership Development Program, thank you all for not only representing and bringing honor to our institution, but also providing and proving that our alma mater produces globally competitive, holistically developed, and socially responsible young journalists, athletes, cadets, and leaders. It has been my pleasure to have been part of serving not only my fellow students, but also my fellow Imuseño youth. On a final note, truly, this year is far from being the best year in history. Calamities, political tension between nations, social injustice, and global pandemic brought sorrow and grief to many people. Financial hardships and enormous change to the daily lives of everyone on the planet. But despite all these grave ordeals that have happened, we should not lose our faith in God, but instead, we should strengthen it. I pray to God that may He guide us all and keep us all safe in this world that is full of uncertainties. May He also listen to each of our personal prayers. This year may have brought humanity down to its knees, but still, we must all stand together for our family, for our fellow countrymen, and for our future. Once again, congratulations Batch of 2020. To God be all the glory.
Pledge of Loyalty. In gratitude to my alma mater, the IMUS Institute of Science and Technology, I do solemnly pledge that I shall always uphold her good name and be loyal to her traditions and ideals by conducting myself at all times, not only as an exalted human being, but also a worthy Filipino, zealous of his heritage, proud of his country, and ever mindful and ready to do all which may enhance its well-being and contribute to the peace, stability, and safety of this republic. May God help me keep this pledge as long as I live. We would like to thank the generous, untiring, and hardworking team who made this virtual event possible. Ma'am Che Umilia, Ma'am Reverie Sapul, and Ma'am Nympha Se. Our dear parents, students, and everyone viewing this presentation. You have made this Moving Up virtual ceremony a remarkable success. Maraming salamat po. All good things also come to an end, and here we are concluding this virtual graduation. But keep in mind what one great person said: there is no real ending. It's just a place where we all stop the story.
Your head, baby, don't be scared of the things that could go wrong along the way. Get by with a smile. You can limit everything, but you can try. Your head, baby, don't be scared of the things that could go wrong along the way. Get by with a smile. You can limit everything, but you can try.
the junior high school completers of 2020, please don't stop to look back and to tell us what you have become after completing your journey. Your way of continuing your own beautiful stories, of which the institution is an important character. Congratulations, Batch 2019-2020 from IMUS Institute of Science and Technology.